we do want to move now to a major move against Monster Energy, the multi-billion-dollar beverage company under fire from 5 women who say they were harassed by Monster executives.
Each of them has filed a lawsuit, and ABC's Amy Robach brings us their first television interview. The allegations range from bullying to retaliation, and this morning we're learning that one of the executives accused of harassment has now resigned.
These Monster Energy YouTube videos show men on the go and women who seem to be there just to party with them. But these 5 women who've worked behind the scenes at the beverage company are coming forward to say their life with the company was no party.
Monster, the culture, the company being what it is, wasn't a problem until, there was a problem to be handled. Until there was a problem to be handled.
They claim in separate lawsuits they were harassed and disrespected, though each has a very different story. Jamie Hogan says in her suit, her boss would publicly insult and berate her for having children.
He would make comments about, oh, we'd have to move our meetings so that Jamie could go home at night and see her kids, have impromptu meetings and say I didn't show up because I wasn't aware of it. It just became increasingly difficult to do my job.
She claims she suffered retaliation after reporting her concerns to HR and eventually left the company. After 5 years with Monster, Fran Polizzi claims in her lawsuit she was subjected to discrimination and retaliation after she spoke to HR about another employee's sexual harassment complaint.
You heard your boss, John Keneally, call a female employee what?
A whore. And it wasn't uncommon for him to discuss sexual relations among employees. I thought for sure they were going to keep my statements confidential. And when I found out within a few days that John had been made aware of everything I said, I was in shock.
She says that's when Keneally began berating and mistreating her before ultimately freezing her out.
He refused to talk to me, and our open communication was a key part of my job. He refused to work with me, refused to acknowledge me.
Paige Zarang says she was initially in a consensual sexual relationship with Keneally, also her boss.
I realized very soon that it was absolutely the worst mistake of my life.
She says when she wanted out, angry texts and verbal abuse followed.
He would call me names and things that no one in my life has ever called me.
Like what?
He would call me a whore, accuse me of
She is now suing, claiming sexual harassment and a hostile work environment. In a statement to GMA, Monster Energy says in part that the company has zero tolerance for discrimination or harassment of any kind. To date, Monster's investigations into the lawsuits support the position that none of the lawsuits of the claims have any merit. But these women each have their own stories, and they all say coming forward has not been easy.
We've all been hurt. Our lives have changed because of this.
It's the only thing I have left is my voice, and the truth has to be heard.
Amy Robach, ABC News, New York.
Our thanks to Amy for that report. And Monster tells ABC News they have accepted the resignation of John Keneally, accused of harassment by 2 of the women you just heard from in that story. We tried to contact Mr. Keneally, but were not able to reach him for comment.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.